Waves. Chat, say hi to YouTube. You just say hi back. Twitch.tv, E_thin. I consistently call out Hoyoverse for when they do stupid things. Also, Harley, welcome in, brother. For doing stupid things, for having really bad practices and things that I just think need to be addressed. I would absolutely be a hypocrite if I did not do the same thing for Koro. Now, I have not pre-read this thread, so I don't know if it's going to be as negative as I'm making it seem, but it doesn't seem to be very positive. He'll pronounce Wuthering Waves correctly one day. Yeah, it's Wuthering Waves. So, we all know about the issue that happened on the Japanese server at the beginning of Wuthering Waves. If you don't know, a quick TLDR is they showed Gion's weapon. I believe it was buffing resonant skill damage as opposed to resonance liberation, something like that. The translation was off. People bought the weapon. They then, after that, realized that they were low-key scammed because that did not buff what they were selling. And then they tried to go for refunds, and then they had to go to their credit card company. It was a fucking mess. It was an actual nightmare. And that's possibly one of the worst things that could happen in a gacha game, because you just lose the trust of your player base off rip, right? I think that's fair to say. A massive mistranslation, that's something completely different than like mistranslating dialogue, right? So you would think around like month 7, month 8, and with Daddy John Tencent being there, that they have some good translators, but unfortunately that is not the case. So, hello Rovers. I hope everyone is enjoying 2.0 update. It's been wonderful to see the global community so excited about the future of Wuthering Waves. It's pronounced Wuthering Waves, by the way. However, for Korean players, the experience has been vastly different. Persistent localization issues, I'm going to make it bigger. Persistent localization issues have made it nearly impossible for many to fully enjoy the game, leaving a growing number of players frustrated and disheartened. I want to take this opportunity to share exactly what's happening in Korea and what's causing so much disappointment amongst the community. This is, like, not okay. I don't even fucking care what's coming after this. They need to fix this. You want to build good faith with your players, and you can't fucking translate things properly. You know what I'm saying? So without a doubt, like, no matter what they mistranslated, it's an L. They got to get it together. So also, I really really hate this this narrative. That's classic Koro again. Koro, they don't promote their marketing. Classic Koro, they didn't promote the game. Oh, they fucked up on translation. Classic Koro, man. That's so fucking dog shit. That's not okay, right? So I just want to put that out there. That's a fucking whack take. So yeah, small multi-million indie company, you know? And again, I have to be as honest as I possibly can be, right? I love the fucking game. If you think this is mean, I mean, it's just the fucking truth, right? You cannot continuously justify behavior that is not really that great or negative. It's Koro, that's fucking stupid, right? So, KR localization has been a challenge since the very beginning. Even before the game's release, KR players voiced concerns about translation quality. In response, Koro Games assured us that a dedicated KR localization team would ensure high-quality translations. Unfortunately, the promise hasn't been fulfilled. At launch, the game was riddled with poor translations and performance issues. Despite numerous feedback attempts from the KR community, Koro Games has yet to provide any meaningful resolution during the early stages of the launch. Okay. There's a massive mistranslation, outright terrible. I agree with you, 90. A glimmer of hope. In August of 2024, responding to mounting frustration, Koro organized a user conference to gather feedback from KR players to discuss potential localization improvements. The initiative sparked hope that meaningful changes were finally on the rise. Acknowledging the restructuring of localization team might take time, many KR players opted to remain patient. And I think it's very fair to say a lot of players have remained patient with Wuthering Waves because of the fact that they like Wuthering Waves, right? A lot of people are like, man, 1.4 is kind of dead, but I'm going to be patient for 2.0, and 2.0 absolutely fucking delivered. Not that it didn't, but that we get that sentiment a lot. Be patient. Just be patient with us, right? So, yeah. That I think is very, very, very common. So, KR players often remain patient. However, as the months passed, it became increasingly clear that progress was minimal, if not entirely stagnant. Prior to the 2.0 update, Koro launched a web event featuring Renacida and new echoes. However, the event's poorly executed translations reignited backlash from KR players who had grown wary of repeated missteps. I wonder if they mentioned exactly what was mistranslated. I think that's really big to add, but it is what it is. Many hope this update would signify a turning point for localization quality, a chance to start fresh. Instead, the 2.0 patch delivered translations worse than ever before. That's fucking crazy. That is absolutely a massive L. Again, I wonder what it is, but if the community's saying, hey, the translations are even worse than 2.0, than 1.0, that's a massive step back, right? So, yeah. Even the EN website had weird wording for the event, like locked instead of obtained. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. What is this? This is translation issues for WoWa. The Christmas incident. The backlash reaches breaking point just before Christmas, forcing Wuthering Waves to issue a statement on X, pledging to resolve the ongoing issues. However, when 2.0 finally launched, it became painfully evident the so-called fixes were nothing more than a word-for-word copy-paste of fan-made translations written by a KR community member. To add insult to injury, Kuro Games neither contacted, credited, nor acknowledged this player's efforts. They simply took and used the fan-made translations without notifying the player, further exacerbating the community's frustration and deepening the sense of distrust. That's pretty fucking shitty. That's pretty shitty, man. Don't WoW players just forgive the company because they just give a free 5-star? Hey, I think they should give a free 5-star all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but yeah, it's pretty fucked up, man. That's not it. That's up there with using AI art. They literally just took some dude's shit and it still sucked, right? Which is pretty shitty, right? I mean, guys, this is a multi-million-dollar company. Free Zany would be crazy. It's a multi-million-dollar company. I don't care how much I like the game and how much my friends like the game. Listen, if they're doing something bad, you have to call this out. This is what it's about, like calling out bad behavior and bad patterns so it could eventually get changed, right? I think that's very, and again, I would be a hypocrite if I didn't do this, right? So, meanwhile, in 2.0, the broader localization issues only worse, and the new content was riddled with incoherent sentences, blatant mistranslation, and phrases written in North Korean dialect, a glaring oversight that left players baffled. Even more egregiously, the characterizations of key figures like Phoebe were completely butchered, with their personalities distorted and names inaccurately localized. These errors are not only alienated KR players, but also shattered immersion, leaving many questions if any effort was made to put the respect of the game's original intent. Pretty fucking insane. Millionaire, they're backed by multi-billion company. True. To be honest, I only care about my own personal experience. Don't care about Kuro or these KR players. Yeah, here's the thing about that, Roy. The reason why that is not a good take, and again, you can feel that way. I don't give a fuck. Who am I to tell you how you feel? But as a company, they cannot feel that way because KR is a massive market, right? And a lot of people say that global isn't even the main market. So it's like, it's just stupid and it's an out of touch take because in order for them to build good faith and have the players trust. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Have the players trust you and want to spend money on your game. You need to feel respected. Your time needs to feel respected. I think part of the problem with the HSR stuff was a lot of people don't feel respected with their time, right? So again, if yeah, exactly, exactly. Global's their fourth market, I believe so, something like that. Main market was on CN, to be honest. Yeah. So imagine if the EN market was ridiculed with more mistranslations than the KR market. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Does it not directly affect you? Next thing I don't take it that deep. Yeah, again, that's fine for you. Sure. I don't give a fuck how you feel. That's fine, right? This is not attacking you, but realistically, that is a bad mentality to have for the company. And a lot of players feel the company are having that mentality. So yeah, it's overall negative for everyone because they make less money. They make less money, then things can go bad. Now, obviously, the AR, I don't think it's going to be their breaking point, but you understand the point. At least I think you do, right? So yeah, that statement in itself is just fucking weird. The current state. In a recent interview, Sloan claimed the localization improvements are on the agenda. However, the subsequent official posts have completely failed to reflect this commitment. The persistent inconsistencies in quality has left KR players feeling not only ignored, but utterly exhausted by the lack of meaningful progress. For instance, recent posts about Hectate and Brand on YouTube and X showcased shockingly poor quality translations, even in basic, short sentences. This outraged KR players, especially given Kuro Games' recent promises of improvement. To make matters worse, these posts remain uncorrected to this day, with the official team offering no updates, explanations, communications to address the situation. Why this matters, right? Why this matters. KR players aren't asking for perfection. They just want a playable experience that respects their time and passion for the game. I literally just said the same fucking thing, right? The ongoing neglect feels deliberate, especially as the KR community lacks visibility on global platforms compared to JP and EN communities. This is why I want to share this issue with all of you. To be honest, we're all exhausted from trying to communicate this via official channels, as Kuro Games seems reluctant to take any meaningful action. If anyone here has suggestions on how to amplify our voices and be meaningful. What did they say here? Okay. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. Wait, no, where's the original Woo tweet? Oh, okay. That was just a Woo thingy. Okay. Yeah, this sucks, man. This sucks. But localization and typo, they seem very hard to improve. I don't know why. I hope they pay more attention. I don't fucking think it's that. This is also an issue existing in European countries that don't use English. I'm personally French localization really bad. Here it's MTL. French translation is also kind of mad, but the game is really enjoyable. It's kind of evident that all the resources have been pumped into the English side. I think Kuro needs to do is being transparent. I think it's like kind of really simple to hire someone to just translate this shit properly. I don't think it's that hard of a fix. Like, I don't know if I'm on drugs and I'm just some stupid out of touch Western CC, like the Eastern CCs would say. But like, just fucking, you have billions of dollars behind you. It's really not that hard. I know it's not that hard. It's fucking stupid, man. Oh, you don't want to overwork the employees. Yeah, you don't. Fucking hire someone, man. Hire a group of people to fucking translate the game properly, dickhead. Like, it's not that fucking deep, right? It's so simple to do. And again, you know, if a Twitter thread is being made about it, and it has, 113,000 views with 1K likes and 309 tweets. I saved it because I wanted to go over it on stream. Obviously, this is a fucking issue. So yeah, even some other parts of Malaysia and Indo, I guess, have the problem. Yeah, I do think it's a bit harder than what you guys make it out to be. I think when you are backed by a multi-billion-dollar company, and when your income is relying on this and promising, it's one thing to say, hey, we're going to deliver on this eventually, and you got to give us time. I get that. Based off of this information we just got, they made empty promises they have not delivered. I don't think it's that hard. Yeah. Oh, yes. Arvin is 100% right as well. They messed up on the English side also. I don't know if you have Nightmare Heron, but I highly recommend reading the long description versus outline. Yeah, they mess up a lot. It takes a lot of time. You need around 20 people for that. To change code and check the game from scratch, it takes a lot. NOSA, they could easily hire 20 people. Okay. What is perfect? Arvin just sent it to me real quick. Hold on. Let's look at this. Let's look at this example. So, transform into Nightmare, Imperance, Heron, and deal Havoc damage. Equipping this Echo in the main slot grants Havoc damage and Resonant skill damage. The long version. Wow, that is fucking insane. It's even happening on EN. Listen to this. Transform into Imperant Heron and deliver up to 10 consecutive strikes surrounding the enemies. The Resonator with this Echo equipped in their main slot gains 12% Havoc damage and 12% heavy attack. It went from heavy attack to Resonant skill. That's not okay, guys. Don't defend this. That's fucking buns. Don't defend that. That is fucking horrible. There's nothing, like, they're trying, man. Fucking try harder. We did have this issue 1.0. Q, that's exactly how I opened it up. That's exactly how I opened up the video. Just because it takes a lot of time doesn't mean they should say fuck it. Koreans can just have stolen community translated copy. Exactly. Also the fact that again, their business relies on this, right? Their business relies on this. And so they shouldn't say fuck it and then lose a whole fucking region of profits, right? Oh, I'm not saying that you're defending it. But a response like that comes off, again, as like, there's nothing wrong with pointing out a problem that needs to be addressed and needs to be addressed sooner than later by someone that is backed by a multi-billion-dollar company. And this is what happens in the community, is when you say something about a game, and then people are like, well, you just don't get it. Okay, I don't need to get it. The people that they could hire with the billions of dollars Tencent has can get it. You know what I'm saying? Go check Still Win Sundries. Even Event Exchange is so messed up. Honestly, Storm, I wouldn't even be fucking surprised. I don't have the game launch right now, but welcome in, brother. How are you? Some CC's like Pokey say it's cringe to complain about 2 free-to-play games. Shut up, Mystery. Just realized there's an outline mode for Echoes. Yeah, this definitely needs to get better. Yeah, they have the resources for it. So I think this is fucking stupid. They need to change this. And again, I would be a hypocrite to not go as hard as them the way I go hard on Genshin, right? And we'll close off the video with Wuma's words of wisdom. It should be easy for them. They should have a localization department that processes for this every language they're converting to. Korean should just be another language they work on. Hey, Wuma! Hey, Wuma! If other games could do it, they could as well. Exactly, Chom, exactly. It is what it is. Hopefully they get their fucking shit together. With that being said, I love you, YouTube. Mwah. I'll see you in the next